like this jacket? Why am I talking? No one's watching. I'll just sit here and drink until people show up. I got some Girl Guide cookies. I'm sort of self-conscious now. The light is like making my teeth look so white that I feel like if I eat like a chocolate cookie and I get chocolate on my teeth, I'm gonna look like an asshole. Not that it matters if nobody's watching. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call people, all right, and we're gonna chat. I guess that's what today is all about. There, is this on?
I can see you. You're wearing a white jacket. I can hear you talking. There appears to be some kind of sparkly thing happening behind you.
Yes, that is correct.
Then I believe it's working as long as you can see me, and that wouldn't be hard. There should be a tremendous glare coming off the front of my skull.
So is this your studio?
Yes, this is what I suppose you could generously call a studio.
Can I like look in the background and see? You got like a drawing table?
Yeah, that's the drawing table. That's the much reduced shelf of movies, which used to be all the way to the wall until I decided that I couldn't possibly watch that many movies. Pile of shit. Everybody's got one in their room.
You got a ponytail.
Oh, yeah. See, as the hair went away from the front,
yeah.
I kept it in the back. I figured, as much as I could ever have. I've had my ponytail for, wow, let's see, 18 is when I start. No, actually it was before. I was 17, so that would be 22 years.
Wow.
And I've never not had a ponytail in that whole time.
See, I didn't know you had a ponytail. All the times that we've talked, I don't think a ponytail ever came up.
Nobody usually ever sees me.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I know what you look like now. You got a good shaped head.
Now you know. At some point when this gets bad enough, there's a guy I worked with who had way less this way. And I swore to myself if I ever got to the point where it looked like a wreath, that's it. It's all coming off. I'm not there yet. But man, that day is coming, and it's coming.
I know
slow,
it's hard because I feel bad because I have this conversation with friends of mine who have a lot less hair than me, and I'm always so concerned. Like I'm always looking in the mirror, going like, "Oh, it's thinning." And meanwhile, I'm having that conversation with somebody who like is bald, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe I'm being a dickhead because But you always have that idea that like I'm not gonna let myself like look like some asshole, but I know I'm probably gonna I'll hang on to it until it's like one fucking strand. And
I don't really care that much. My wife cares more. She likes long hair,
right? And
like this is as much long hair as I can have. But honestly, I don't. Being bald wouldn't particularly bother me. I don't have a full beard, so if I had that, it might more, because I don't like the idea of a beard that just fades into skin. It's really not my scene. But I could get rid of everything except the goatee, and I would just look like a maniac or a biker or something, and that's okay. I have the frame for that. I can wear that.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't particularly bother me. But yeah, so you were worried about thinning hair. Mine is very thick. It's just half back here.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they ever make that pill, I would, you know what, the thing is, I would even take a widow's peak.
Yeah.
Plus, not to mention on the camera, this must look fantastic. I nailed myself in the head, bending down into the corner of a cabinet. So I've got a nice little cut right here, which probably just looks terrible.
You hit a cabinet?
So you're getting the whole package, everybody.
What do you mean, you hit a cabinet? What are you talking about?
My dog lost, I was out in the garage, and my dog lost her little, chuck it ball. That's what the brand that you throw these balls, and they go chase them across the thing, and it had rolled behind a door.
Okay.
So I didn't realize, and she kept going by the door. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And then I realized that must be where it had gone. So without looking at the area that I was in, because I have cabinets in the garage. Most people have cabinets. You have tools and everything in. I just immediately bent down to grab it and went directly into the corner of the cabinet, probably the hardest I've hit my head in a long time, to the point where I was actually concerned. Like, I was looking at things and 1, 2, what day is it, that type of thing, because I really nailed it. You can give yourself a concussion with not much of an impact, and I hit that thing. I was actually more worried that I'd cut into the bone area, but it just hurt a lot, but it wasn't anything more damaging to me.
Yeah, is your drawing table back there, do you do all your stuff like physically, or do you do digital drawing as well with a pad, or?
No, actually, I've done, in particular in the over the last year, up until about a month and a half ago, I've been almost entirely on the iPad, which was something when I was younger, I would have said you're not a real artist then because I was an asshole then and thought digital art was for idiots. But once they released the pencil and the last generation iPad where you could draw on it really well, and I used it a couple of times, I did almost everything on there. But the program that I use, which is called Procreate, which is a funny name for an app of any kind, but for a drawing app. And what happened was when they upgraded to iOS 11...
Did they do that on purpose? Is that a purposeful pun?
I don't think so. I think they meant Procreate.
Is there a hyphen?
Like a Procreators... I don't know what it is. Maybe they did. Maybe it was a joke, and then they were like, "Shit, our app's doing really well. Well, we can't change the name now because we have brand association." I sometimes wonder if that's what companies do. So when iOS updated to 11, they released a new version of their app. They went from 3 to 4, so a full version release. And now it's unusable. There's some kind of problem that they know about. They obviously didn't catch it in testing, but it will start to lag really badly. The pen stops responding, and then when it comes back, the last 3-4 things I've done will erase themselves. Now, some people lost their artwork. So at that point, I said, nope, that's it. I'm stopping right here, saved everything I had, and I'm not using the app till they fix whatever this is. So for the last month and a half or so, I've been doing more physical stuff, which I haven't been doing it necessarily on that table so much because that's for the big stuff. And big stuff is difficult for me. I don't like to get caught in one drawing for a long time. I have a hard time not overanalyzing. If I stay on one thing too long, I have this very, very difficult time stepping back from it and saying, no, that's okay. Don't overwork this 4 inches you're in. So I've been doing a lot of it in like smaller sketchbooks, and that right now they're doing the Inktober thing where it's a drawing a day.
So explain to everybody who you are, because I've chatted to you before on your show, and you do a podcast with another dude.
I run a show. Yep, I run a show with a dude on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast.
Does he have a ponytail?
The Ozone Nightmare. No. Lando looks like Wolverine, and we do that show, and it's not really about anything. It's a conversational show between me and him because we're very opinionated, nerdy people. And then I do a daily show that's 5 minutes long. That's the Daily 5. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then I do the side projects, which you've been part of, which are the Ozone late night shows.
Oh, you're doing some crazy stuff. You're like in slow motion. This is awesome.
My thing's... Uh-oh, it's blinking. No, wait, it came back. It started to blink.
Yeah.
Is this actually live where people are just watching this now?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know if people are getting any enjoyment out of this, but it is live.
Oh, I'm sure they're not because you started off with me, so there is no enjoyment to be had. But at least you'll see all the glitches get worked out by the time the really good people show up.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But there's a chat going on. Ethan Hennings says, "Where'd you get that blazer, dude? I looked all over the web for a white one. Only thing I found was for tiny Asian dudes. No offense to tiny Asian dudes, but it came from Asia and was tiny." Yeah, I got it. You can go to Le Chateau because I'm a European fit, which means I'm sort of slender man. And Le Chateau, which makes jackets for like tiny dudes, and that's where I go. So I went to the outlet store and picked up a bunch, and this is me testing out the white one. I got a few others. And that's my story, man!
By the way, I heard on your talk with Marco, I saw Blade Runner 2049 twice.
Yeah, it's a good film.
I thought it was exceptionally good.
Yeah, no, I thought it was cool. The only thing for me, it was just weird that it was a sequel to Blade Runner. Like, that's the thing I think on repeated viewings I'll get used to. Because I really like Blade Runner, and so to me the movie was cool. It was just weird because it was like another Blade Runner movie, and I kind of had a hard time just grasping that idea as I was watching it. Like, this is Blade Runner 2. Like, how weird is this?
Yeah. It's an unnecessary sequel, but it did work as a movie, strangely enough.
I thought it was cool, and I liked... the only thing for me is, when there's things you really like, Everyone has their particular thing that they sort of attach onto. And to me, Blade Runner was nighttime in the rain. So it's the thing that's weirdest to me in this film is just that there's daytime shots. Which, I mean, I'll get used to. But, you know, it's like, to me, this world doesn't have daytime. And so that was the visual. But it looked cool. Right? Like it, so I don't know. You don't want to repeat things. You don't want to do a movie where like it's all the exact same shit and everything looks the same. And at the same time, when you do something different, then it sort of triggers something else in me when I'm not used to seeing those imagery, like that kind of imagery in that movie, in that world. But it's still a good movie. I mean, the bottom line is they made a sequel and it was a good movie, which is fine because, you know, it's one of like 5 good sequels that's ever been made, or 6. I was trying to think of like the best sequels.
Well, Godfather 2 usually makes the list.
Godfather 2, Terminator 2, Aliens.
Yeah, Terminator 2, Aliens. Aliens is an interesting one. I don't know that. Well, it's a good sequel. I don't know if it's better. Some people think it's better than the original. I don't know if I would go that far, but I tend to lump the first 3 together as one great arc.
What else?
I'm unusual that way. Gremlins
Empire
2.
Strikes Back.
I think I like Gremlins 2 better.
I know people love Gremlins 2, and I'm fine with it and how silly it is and different than the first movie, but I still prefer the first one. I like the darker thing better. Like, part 2 is a little too goofy for me at times, but I appreciate that it's this batshit crazy thing that is very different from the original and didn't try and really repeat anything. It was just bonkers.
One of them kills somebody with a syringe, right? Doesn't he stab him with a syringe full of some kind of chemical or some shit?
Part 1, I mean, like, the murders that... This is not the murdering gesture. Anyways, man, listen, I gotta call some other people.
Sure,
so if you want to say a final thought, and I'm gonna hang up on you.
Well, thanks for having me. I hope I was mildly entertaining. And if anybody wants to check out our show, which I don't recommend, but some people want to, you could just go to ozonenightmare.com. I don't know what this gesture is. Because
it's at the bottom of the screen. Just go to this Ozone Late Night right here. Well, you have a lovely evening. Joe Ozone Joe. Go check out his podcast, man. It's a lot of fun. I've been on it a few times, so if you like hearing my voice, you can hear me talk on that. And
you can find him, search Andy Last, you will pick up his stuff.
And go have a good evening.
I will, you too.
All right, man. Bye!
See you later.
All right. This is fun, right? I don't know. Who else is on my Skype list right now? Bobby says she can't do it anymore. Greg Smith has not accepted my contact request. Hey, Ethan Hennings, are you online? I'll give you a call. All right, Ethan Hennings, I'm going to phone you and see what happens. Oh, now I get it! Phoning people on Skype causes the music in iTunes to pause. Boom, solved. I solved it, my friends. I solved the problem. Oh, but then when someone picks up, it fucking pauses the music again. Oh, there he is. Are you on your phone?
I am.
Yeah, see, it's working, I think.
I can barely hear you, though.
Well, I don't have anything good to say. Are you having a good evening? Does it help if I speak directly into my microphone and cradle it like this? Does that help you?
Nope, not working. Sorry, buddy.
It helps me.
Oh, there we go.
What?
There's way too many buttons in technology nowadays.
Yeah.
For an old man.
Where are you? You're still sunny out. Where do you live?
I'm in Fargo, North Dakota, USA.
Oh, I gotta watch that show. They just put it on Netflix.
I've tried a couple times, but I've fallen asleep every single time I've started like 5 minutes in.
It's tough now because there's so much to watch that whenever I start watching a show that's kind of slow, like it might be, like this happened to me with Mad Men. Everyone's always like, oh, Mad Men's so good. And then every time I try and watch Mad Men, I'm always like, it's always at nighttime because that's the only time I can really watch TV. And then the pace of the show is too slow, so I keep falling asleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do the exact same thing with Mad Men, too.
Yeah. How far did you make it in Mad Men?
I don't know. episode 2 or 3.
Yeah, I made it to 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should try a bit harder. Fargo. So what time is it over there?
I'm just 6:27 p.m.
CST.
Central.
What's your plan for this evening, man? What's going on in the life of Ethan Hennings?
Usually I'm working late. I'm actually starting a business, so I pretty much work all the time. But tonight worked out to do this. My wife is out, so I got 2 kids I'm watching at home anyway. So
Wait, so what's this business?
we're starting a cider bar, and we're also going to be producing our own hard cider and kombucha.
What the fuck is kombucha?
It's non-alcoholic fermented tea.
Ooh! I don't even know why I'm booing. I don't think I can drink alcohol anymore. I think it like fucks up my heart.
No, non-alcoholic.
No, I know, that's why I was booing. See, I was booing because it was non-alcoholic, and then I realized halfway through that, like, I should probably be drinking non-alcoholic drinks.
You probably should. Yeah, it'd probably be right up your alley.
Yeah, I guess. Cider. That tastes like weird apple juice, right?
Well, it's fermented apple juice, but it's not like, I don't know in Canada what you guys have. We got a ton of mass-marketed, like, really sweet stuff, and it's kind of gross. I make dry cider, kind of like the Brits across the pond.
So you make the good stuff, is that correct?
Yeah, only the good stuff.
Man, it's exciting to meet people who start businesses. I'm really bad at business. That's one of the things I'm not good at.
Well, maybe I'm bad at it too. I don't know. We'll find out.
I hope not, man. It's all very exciting. You need to run a very successful cider industry and then send me the money.
Trying with my $5.01 a month.
Yes, you are one of my awesome Patreon Pattersons, and keeping the show alive, man.
One of these days, I'm gonna make that $3,000 preferred donation.
God, wouldn't that be awesome for me?
I'm going to be the executive producer. That's my goal in life.
Hey, dude, I would love an executive producer. I would say whatever they wanted me to say. I would shill whatever horrible product. I have no shame about it. Yeah. How much? What's the workload, though? Are you in partnership with some other person in Fargo? How come you don't talk like they do on the movie? 2 separate questions. Okay,
first question. Just my wife and I were doing like the work of like 8 people. It's stupid.
Yeah.
We have some investors, but we're doing like everything. Like I'm in construction, so I'm remodeling this 100-year-old horse barn almost completely myself, and she does like all the stupid like paperwork and crap.
Yeah.
We don't actually have accents. Well, we kind of do if you hear it. It's more like a Minnesota thing. And actually, the movie was filmed in Minnesota across the border. And they really exaggerated it, I think, just like on purpose.
Right.
I guess the TV show, I don't know. I don't know if they still have those goofy accents or not. I think it's more of a Canadian thing.
Well, do I sound like Fargo?
No, but like, I just did it right there. Like, like we elongate our O's. And say things like geez, and I don't know. I think it's like a Minnesota. Who's north of us? Manitoba. I think it's like a central Canada thing.
I'd have to look at a map. My geography is garbage.
Was there like 5 provinces? I mean,
no, there's 12.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, man. All right, let's do it. British Columbia is on the far end, and then there's Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, and Ontario, Quebec. And then it gets a little weird. I do remember them. Newfoundland, and Labrador, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island.
How many are you at?
I don't know.
You lost count.
And there's the ones that are north. There's Northwest Territories and Yukon. No, is it Yukon?
Live up there?
Whitehorse? No, Whitehorse is the capital of one of them. And Nunavut, because they made a third one. So, who makes the booze?
I'm the cider maker. My wife makes the kombucha.
In a pot? Where do you store it? Are you making it before you even have this barn? Are you going to have big vats in the barn?
Yeah, well, it's going to be like a totally new building, and we have like big, large plastic totes. Some use stainless steel. We're using plastic because nobody can see it. It's in the back, and so it's like way cheaper, and it works just fine.
So no one can see it? Is that part of it? Like it needs to be kept secret?
No, it's just kind of trendy nowadays with like beer breweries and some cideries where they have like the stainless steel vessels that they're, the fermentation tanks, like either right there or, visible from the tap room.
Right.
It's like a showpiece,
So you don't want to do that?
Well, it's the layout of the building. It's not very feasible. It's just kind of tucked in the back, the production area. So we couldn't really do that even if we wanted to.
What's the aesthetic?
We try to like keep as much of the wood as possible, and we were like tearing it apart. So we're kind of like reclaiming a lot of the wood and reusing it. So like the inside, like kind of like a barn, I guess. But then we're gonna like introduce new modern elements to it.
Synthwave. Synthwave.
Yeah.
Have some synthwave playing.
Nostalgia, that old horse barn.
Yeah. We'll go for like the old nostalgia and like everybody dressed up like cowboys and shit. But play synthwave music.
I plan on it, man. My wife tells me I can't, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I have full control of the stereo.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about girls not liking it, but you beat me to it with the truth.
I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyways.
Well, that's cool. That's exciting, man. I hope this turns into a very successful business in Fargo. The kombucha cider. You got a cool name? Call it Matrix. It's always cool when you throw the word Matrix into things.
The name is Wild Terra Cider and Brewing.
Wild Matrix.
Probably not.
Neon Matrix.
Maybe I could make a product, one of the ciders, something Matrix.
Yeah, man. I love whenever there was this period of time after the Matrix for a few years where like a lot of companies just threw the word Matrix on everything. There was like a Toyota Matrix.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just a cool sounding word. And Arnold's character in Commando was called Matrix. Colonel Matrix.
I still have yet to see that. That's in my DVD queue. My Netflix DVD queue.
Watch Commando, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I'm catching up on.
Commando's a good one.
Got room to talk because you've admitted on your show that you have lots of things you need to see too.
Yeah, I know. I just like... I like chastising other people for doing the exact same things that I do. But yeah, no, Commando's fun. The Ray Don Chong is sort of the weakest part of it, which as you will see, but it's a pretty awesome like 80s action movie.
I've got a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh, what did I say? Goonies?
No. All of your talk about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah?
I want that time of my life back when I watched it.
Which one?
I've only seen the first one. I couldn't do the second one.
Watch the second one. If you want the time of if you want your life back, you watch part 2. Not only do you lose that time, but it takes time from you. It's like smoking, where when they say like, oh, if you smoke too much and you take years off your life, like watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation kills brain cells and it will also reduce your life by the same amount as smoking for a year. So,
all right, I'll do it.
So do it. It's great. It is awesome. It's so fucking bad. It's like the worst.
The first one was quite bad.
The first one is like a classic compared to the second one.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm just saying. So like if you thought the first one was bad, the second one will like annihilate your expectations.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Where they were so cheap, they didn't even have a new title sequence. They just used the title sequence from the first movie. It's awesome.
All right, I'll do it.
So, and then when you start your cider business in kombucha, you can fucking put a big projector screen on there and just have like 24 hours Mortal Kombat all the time.
We have, yeah, we're gonna have a projector, and I'm planning on doing like 80 movie nights and stuff. I mean, that's not 80s, but we'll call it 80s/garbage movie nights. How about that?
Yeah, man, there's so much to choose from. There's some great garbage films out there. Mortal Kombat Annihilation might be my favorite. Well, maybe, I don't know. You ever seen Your Hunter from the Future?
No, that's another one I hear a lot of people recommend.
God, it's so good. It's so good.
One of those like really, really bad ones that's so good.
Yeah.
So bad
yeah. It's nice. It's kind of like Star Wars crossed with what's that fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger is Conan.
There you go. Yeah.
That's what I think.
Hey, as your executive producer, I got an idea for your next Real Beyond Synth
Look
show.
at this. I got this fucking stray hair. It's driving me nuts. Continue. Fuck me. I'm listening.
So, when you mentioned the Real Beyond Synth, I thought, what is the real Andy Synth? And his family, where does he come from? Let's learn more about your historied past. So invite the whole Synth family.
Well, the problem with that is we're under witness protection, so I can't give away too much. I had like facial reconstructive surgery. You ever seen the movie Face Off?
No, I haven't.
What's happening? You got to watch the movie Face Off, man. Face Off is awesome.
All right.
They take his face off.
I remember when it came out in theaters, and I was like, not doing that. That looks stupid.
Well, listen, Ethan Hennings. You got to see Face Off, all right?
All right.
They switch faces and sort of bodies too.
If I'm watching Mortal Kombat 2, I might as well throw it on the list.
Here's the thing. I actually like Face Off. So it's a very ridiculous film, but it's very entertaining. Directed by John Woo.
But no, so the whole point of your family, like your mom speaks French, right?
Oh, I'm not. There will never be any of my parents on this show.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Your parents. I don't mean your immediate family.
Okay.
I mean like your family unit. But your.
Yeah, it's fair to say I come from an eccentric family.
That's what the people want. Give the people what they want.
Well, once I get the first executive producer check from Ethan Hennings, we'll do the family episode.
So next time Carpenter Brute is in Toronto, because he's there like every other week, right?
Yeah. He lives here.
Then your mom can translate.
What a weird show that would be.
It'd be awesome.
My mom lives the other side of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, so Canada's a very big place. My mom is not nearby.
Aren't all of your guests like on the other side of the world? Just use Skype.
What a fucking mess that would be. Mess of a show. If I had Carpenter Brute on, we would just sort of sit there and stare at each other.
With your mom translating.
I remember I was trying to explain to my mom when I had on the directors of the music video, and so I sent her the link, and I don't think she understood the Carpenter Brute music video too much. It wasn't her scene.
Yeah, she probably doesn't understand your unhealthy obsession with the 80s either.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what you mean. Anyways, man, listen. It was nice talking to you.
It's good chatting.
Yeah.
It's nice kind of meeting you finally.
Yeah, it's nice
Sort
to
of.
put a face to the name, because whenever I do those Patreon shoutouts, now I will remember that Ethan Hennings is going to start the most successful brewery, right? No, it's a brewery. You call it a brewery?
Cidery.
Wait, what's the word?
Cidery.
Cidery?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. It's like beer, or like a winery, cidery. Brewery, winery, cidery.
Are you making that up?
Or you could say cider bar.
I think you're making that up.
No, I'm not making it up.
This just got fucking real, man. Listen, all the best to you and your family and the cidery. We've had some good times.
Who did? Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right. What is happening? Let's, someone added the thing. Hey, Gregorio Franco. Is he online? He makes cool music. Hold on here. I'm just randomly calling people. Oh, I see that spinning wheel again. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
What's up, man?
How's your life?
Pretty awesome right now.
Cool.
Sunday night, I played with Ghost and Dance with the Dead, and it was fucking badass.
That's awesome. How long did you do?
It was about half an hour. I was opening up, so they didn't want to give me too much time.
Yeah. Have you been doing shows before?
Yeah, actually, back in February was my first show, and I opened for Ghost again at that one.
Oh, cool.
That was really cool.
Wait, where are you located?
Down in Georgia.
Down in Georgia.
The deep south.
So, so is that where you played? Like, was that local to you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's Georgia like?
Hot as fuck all the time.
Yeah? It's like that here, too.
Somehow I doubt that.
So what do you do down in Georgia? You got lots of tattoos? Let's see some of those. What's going on with these tattoos? Oh. What's in the background? I'm looking in the background of your house here.
So, this is not the house. This is the music dungeon.
Oh, okay. Are those CDs?
Oh, tapes, actually.
Ooh.
I just got...
What did I... Ooh.
I just got the last Neo Slave tape. I put it over there, that Blood Arcade.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. And I got the last copy of the Occam's Laser Ascension tape. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know where to put. Some people have sent me tapes, and I don't know what to do with them. Like, I got to display them somewhere.
That's exactly what I do. I don't listen to them at all. I just keep them for posterity. You know.
No, posterity's cool. What a dumb thing to say.
You know what I say about posterity?
Yeah.
It's cool.
So what else? What else goes on in the life of Gregorio Franco?
Man, it's just music all the time. It's that, and I try to work once in a while to pay for music, and that's it.
What do you do for work? Are you a strong man? Like a strong man physically that you can do, like, building things? Now you're giving me a very intimidating paused face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it keeps happening. I think I'm a little farther from the router. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
In the music dungeon.
No, I understand. But it's good, though, if you can focus on music when the internet doesn't work as well, because it's a horrible distraction.
Yeah, I'm on it all the fucking time. It sucks.
Yeah, man. It's really hard to disconnect. I envy all those people that do. You know, when people are just like, hey, I deleted my Facebook account. I'm like, how? I want to do that so bad.
I actually did that, and it was very freeing.
Yeah.
I did at one point.
I want to do that.
I only have like a secret one that I can control all the fan pages and stuff with, and that's the only one I have.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, it works.
When did you start making tunes and things? Because when I first found out about you was only recently, and then people were just like, oh, he makes cool music, as if they've known about you for a lot longer than I did. So I feel like I was like late to the party.
No, it was like 2013, honestly. But I only did it in the studio. It was never live at all.
Okay. Oh, there you are.
I started breaking up a little bit. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
Again.
I think the internet in your dungeon is a little wacky.
It was about February.
Oh, this year?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. So then what have you learned? Have you learned anything?
I learned to move around a lot more.
What do you do?
Because you just stand there doing whatever controllers or whatever live setup you have. It's pretty fucking boring. Yeah. So electronic music can only go so far, so you have to kind of get the crowd into it somehow.
Yeah. You wear something?
I tried that, and it didn't work out so well.
What'd you do?
Masks. I made this mask and like this whole get up thing, and it did not work out at all. It was fucking awful. It was itchy, hot. I took it off halfway through the set, and everybody started to actually like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so. I wonder how, it must get so hot in the mask. I'm just thinking about Ghost. He's got that skull mask on. He's got to be just, like, sweating like a bastard under that thing.
He is. I've asked him about it, and he fucking... Yeah, it's definitely a thing that he deals with on occasion.
Yeah, and the whole fucking field of view business.
Yeah, he deals with that a little bit, but, like, he's been doing this for so much longer, like the live stuff, so much longer than I have, and it's almost like second nature to him. He can just fucking nail it whenever and whatever he's doing. He's killing it.
What was So what did you make for yourself? Like, what was the outfit and what was it made of?
Well, it was like a half mask that only went from like nose downward and went around up here, and then I had like a hat thing that I kind of put around it, so you can only see my eyes. It looked pretty cool. It's like the definition of just eyes peering out into the crowd was kind of what I was going for, but in the end, it just wasn't comfortable. I just took it off, and then it's been a lot better since then. You know, like, I was thinking, too, like, I thought it'd be cool to have a persona, you know, just like a live thing where nobody can really tell who you are.
Yeah.
But then I think of guys like Perturbator, Carpenter Brute, and everything, and they don't have anything like that. It's just themselves. Mm-hmm. So if that works for them, then I just decided to do that, you know?
Yeah. Maybe you can do something like, do, like, stuff to your facial hair. That can be part of your character. Yeah, like, do the curly mustache thing at the end with the wax. And then curl the beard down like Satan.
That sounds evil as fuck.
Yeah, man.
I'm into it.
Satan has a pointy beard.
I've heard that.
Yeah. It's a fact. So what do you got?
I asked Hex and Craft about it.
What do you got planned for this evening, man? You got some hot plans?
I'm going to work on music.
Yeah?
Well, until I get tired of that, and then I'll probably play some video games or something.
What games you got planned to play?
I don't know. I might play some Destiny 2. Might play some Fallout.
How is Destiny 2? I haven't played.
I really like it.
Yeah, because I liked the first one. I got bored of the grinding. I didn't really play any of the DLCs because I know everyone is just like, oh, the game got so much better with all the DLCs. But by then I was like, kind of bored of it. But I really liked the way that it played. So I thought for sure I was gonna get Destiny 2, and then when it came out, I just didn't have the interest. But I'll probably pick it up at some point, maybe when all the DLCs are out.
You're right about it getting improved upon throughout the course of the game, because it was out for like 3 years, and they were still learning throughout the entire process, even putting out DLCs and stuff. But they took all that knowledge and put it together and made Destiny.
Well, they certainly did. What a weird paused image of you right now on my screen. You're like your hand is in the middle of some weird blurry motion. There you go. And it's cool that you're like playing shows and stuff. That's fun. Can you get wasted while you play, or does it fuck you up, or is that a thing?
No, I actually had to quit drinking for the most part.
Just in life?
Yeah, pretty much in general. I had some similar issues with my heart and stuff, so I had to kind of scale it back.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening to me, man. I mean, well, it's that amongst other things, which is, I mean, like, I'm not really a huge drinker anyways, like, so it doesn't, like, it's not going to affect my life too much, but it's always nice to drink every once in a while, like, it makes things more fun.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Yeah, you can have, like, 1 or 2 here and there, you know. Moderation is key.
I got this...
It really is.
Fucking stray hair, and it won't go down.
I see it.
Yes, fucking stray.
You like. you gotta get right in there. Just.
Yeah, I feel like I'll end up like knocking my headset off or something. So, tell me something
probably.
cool. You watching a movie lately that you liked?
Not really. Although I am going through The Fall on Netflix. That Gillian Anderson.
Yes, she's like a
procedural crime thing.
Yeah. How's that?
I'm going through that right now. It's really good.
I started watching the Rob Lowe comedy The Grinder.
Is that any good?
Yeah, it's actually really funny. I think they canceled it after like 1 season, but it's a funny show. It's hard because I can never really focus on things. I don't have the time to like sit down and unless with specific shows, I'll sort of make the time to just binge them as quickly as I can just so it's done. So I'm pretty sure like Stranger Things, you know, there's other shows that come out where I'm like sitting there watching like 1 episode every few weeks getting through it, and then like Stranger Things will come out and I'll probably watch all the episodes like that same day and just like burn through it.
Oh well, I'm definitely gonna burn through that one for sure. All the hype surrounding it is just getting fucking unreal, man.
Yeah.
You see that Blu-ray that they released? It comes in like a VHS tape case.
No, I haven't seen that.
It looks awesome. Actually, I think Cavity Color snapped a picture of it. He found it at a store, and it looked really awesome.
I feel like now with shows, I don't want to buy individual seasons anymore because I know there's going to be some special box set when the thing's over. Because even like Game of Thrones, you know, like I bought season 1 and season 2, and I think, did I buy season 3? Maybe I did. And then at that point I was like, what am I doing? Because like the show is maintaining its quality, so I know I'm going to end up buying some stupid 8-season deluxe box set, so then I just stopped buying seasons.
Yeah, I always have to wait for that kind of shit, man, because it's like buying the first time you ever bought Skyrim. Did you think you were going to buy Skyrim like 5 more times on like your PS3, then PS4, then fucking Switch, and now there's VR and all this shit? It's like the same thing. Like, I played it once, I can just play it again on the old thing that I got, you know? That's why I still have VHS tapes. Same thing.
Yeah, I did buy Skyrim again, and
I did too, I'm sorry, I know.
And there might, and now I'm sitting there, and I'm like, there's no reason for me to buy it on the Switch. But then I'm like, but I can, then it's portable, you know, then it's there. And now I'm feeling like, fuck, am I going to buy it on the Switch too? Like, I don't want to. Like, it'll be buying an inferior product, but with the advantage to be able to take it on the go, I could see that being...
That's where they get you.
Yeah, like, because I've never had
That's
a game...
where they get you, Bethesda.
But listen, you are a cool guy, and I appreciate your support of Beyond Synth, and you make cool music. Man. And we're going to play some more on the show. Not right now, I'm not really playing music right now, but everyone should go check out your music, man. Gregorio Franco.
Check out the Bandcamp. I'm on the Twitter and all that other shit, so yeah, check it out, man.
Yeah. Because it's good stuff. And you have a delightful evening.
Thank you so much,
man. Nice to
I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Yeah,
well, we'll have you on someday for like a proper one. This is just
I would love that.
This is just a fucking goof, man. This is a goddamn goof.
Hey, fucking goof. Yeah. All right.
All right, man. But you have a lovely evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye. All right. We're having a good time today. I got time to call a few more people. Who else wanted me to call them, man? Did I call everyone that I said I was going to call? That's going to be weird if I don't. Hey, man. It's Andy.
Hey, what's going on there, Andy?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Yeah, so far so good.
You want to introduce yourself? People can't see you. They just see a weird circular picture.
Oh, that's something that Jack Kirby did. I am. My name is Tim. I'm the @Retro Future Ronin on Twitter.
Retro Future Ronin. You having a good day, Tim?
Yeah, so far so good.
Where are you from? I'm trying to place your accent.
Yeah, hang on a sec. Let me get some headphones in.
Yep. Do it. What kind of pose am I doing? What is this?
All right. Hopefully that works.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you. So where are you located?
Oh, all right. Yeah, apparently that headset wasn't working out too well.
Perfect.
Just can't win. Can't win, Andy. Can't win.
All right. Answer my question now. Where are you from?
I'm from the New England area, Massachusetts to be specific.
Okay.
Right now we're enjoying some not so, almost fall weather. It's still rather warm out. It's been rainy the past couple of days, so I really can't complain.
What do the people need to know? Do the people need to know something?
Right now they just need to know it's almost winter time. It's almost time to stay warm, stay toasty, and be excellent to each other.
I like your accent.
Yeah, thank you. I do get that a lot whenever I speak to people not of this region. Normally, people just make fun of me over how thick it is.
Yeah. Well, if your camera's off, I'm going to switch myself to full screen. This way I can lean back like this. I'm talking to my microphone. What's new in your life? What's exciting today, man? Did you see a cool movie? Did you?
Yeah, I'm about to have some stuffed peppers for dinner, and I'm waiting on Assassin's Creed Origins to come in the mail in a couple of days.
Yeah.
My wife's playing Syndicate right now, and I'm playing some Cuphead.
How's that game?
Cuphead, it's amazing.
It looks I like the way it looks. The only thing is, for me, I'm not a huge fan of that genre. Like, when I saw Cuphead, I was like, oh, because I thought it was going to be a platforming game.
Yeah.
And so I was excited. I'm like, well, that looks fucking awesome, and I love platformers. But then when it was like, it's like a run and gun shooter game, that I was like, oh, okay. I'll probably still play it at some point because the art style is so cool. But it's not my favorite genre. I wish it was a platformer.
Yeah, it's hard to describe because when I started playing, I'm like, okay, it's a little bit like Contra, Metal Slug, and games of that ilk.
Yeah,
and it mixes it up too because you have some levels that are run and gun, and then you have other levels where they it's almost like an explicit boss fight, and it is hard. It's as they've been saying on the internet, get good, because that game will definitely put you through the ringer. I don't care how long you've been gaming for.
Yeah, no, the all the reviews I've seen, and I read some stories too that originally like the whole game was just going to be like a boss rush game where you just fight bosses, and then I think since it was taking so long in development, then they figured they had to like add levels and things to it, but it was originally just going to be bosses.
That would be interesting, but to be quite honest, in my opinion, most games need a story.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but most of them. I will say this, it's harder than Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
Because Hotline Miami, you could figure everything out, but Cuphead, they're just like, no, you're gonna have to practice.
Yeah, Hotline Miami is a fucking hard game. Like, I don't even think I ever got to the place where Perturbator's song was. I think I made it to like level 3 in that game. That was bad.
With Hotline Miami, when I first picked it up, I picked it up on PC, and I'm not really a PC gamer, so I'm like, all right, I'll give this a go. And got maybe like the second or third level. I'm like, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. This is absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
That little while later, it came out on the PlayStation. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I'll drop another $10 on it, and I'm just like, all right, okay, it's adapted better to controls. Let's play it, and I ended up spending about a good 8 hours, and I thought I got to the end of the game. Then I'm like, why is there more?
Yeah.
So that was absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have difficulty with hard games. But dumb thing to say, but I lose focus now. Like, when I was younger and I had time, I would really work hard to like get through things that I was struggling on. And now, if I struggle for more than even like a small amount of time, I just completely lose interest. And I don't know if that's just age or because I feel like, well, I'm not going to spend my time being frustrated. I'd rather play just something fun. Like, the second something happens and like I've been playing a level for like 15 minutes and I get to a boss and they kill me and then I got to go back to the beginning, I'm like, nope, done. Like, when I was younger, I would have focused and I would have just worked at it. Now I'm like, fuck it.
I got business to do, I got other stuff to do. Back then, it's like, I don't want to do this. I got to play Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
Now it's like, enough of the Ninja Gaiden, I'm done.
But listen, man, I gotta fucking rock and roll because I gotta fucking chat with some more people. But you have the floor. You have anything you want to say? Is there something pressing that you need people to know?
Not really. Be excellent to each other, as Bill and Ted would say. So keep the good times going, keep the good tunes playing, and party on.
So that is your actual voice. We need to clarify.
Yes.
See, it's funny because I've never spoken with somebody with that accent. It sounds like a voice from movies.
Oh, real quick, it's kind of bad because whenever you see like The Town, the movie The Town, the best example I can give.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck has a horrible Boston accent because it sounds so fake.
Right.
But then again, I'll go into Boston and I'll hear people like speak almost the exact same way, but it doesn't come off as fake. It's genuine.
Right.
And I got to say the same thing with Matt Damon. Yeah, I'll go on the record and say that I think they're okay actors, but they lost their accents. They lost their roots.
Well, you're on the record now, man.
And I'll defend it. Andy, thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Well, you have a lovely evening. Enjoy your dinner. It sounds delicious.
Oh, it will be. Take care, and I'll tune in later. All right.
All right, man. Bye.
Take care.
There goes that guy. Let's see here. Let's see if Mike's around. And stopped again. Oh, there he is.
Hold on, I gotta turn my set down. You
You got a what?
All right, there we go. I turned my set down.
All right.
As a listener.
Hey, it's Mike Mendoza, aka Hoo Ha.
Hey Andy, I've been watching your show and I got some notes for you.
It's going
there wasn't
great.
Enough hoo-ha.
I like that you got cool lights too. It actually looks like we sort of match right now.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe you could set up your fans with rotating lights, and you could just send them, just send them lights, and then they can mail it to the next person, and then whoever you have on week after week can match what you're doing.
Yeah, that'd be cool, I guess. So what's in the background there? Is that your to-do list?
That is my. Oh yeah, I'm looking the wrong way because the video's reversed. Beckett Air Games, which is done. Gotta take that off. Retro Promenade website. The Beam, which is my YouTube show that I'm working on. I'm calling it The Beam.
Cool. Well, you can you take lessons from what you've seen here today. It's very successful.
You don't tell me to take lessons. You don't tell me. You take lessons from me.
What are you talking about?
I've been doing this for months now. All right. Look at the mask. Look at the confidence in the mask.
Oh,
all right.
I got this.
Your white blazer. That's just you're making up for losses.
It looks like it glows
this is where
in
the
this
true
light.
magic
Hey, it looks
is.
like it's fucking neon.
I turned this one on.
I mean, I could take it off and do like the fucking Steve Jobs again, but I wanted to.
Yeah, do Steve Jobs and.
Yeah, I'll end the show with the Steve Jobs. Was it this? What did he do? This?
Yeah, kind of like a praying.
Was it this? I've invented the iPhone. Was it that? I don't actually. I never watched any fucking Steve Jobs press conferences. I know nothing about him.
Well, you should have watched that movie.
Is that how he sounds?
With Ashton Kutcher, yeah. Steve Jobs, I'm doing a perfect Steve Jobs impression.
Kutcher.
Swear to me.
So what else? You got something planned for today? You doing a show tomorrow, or are you gonna back out and disappoint all your listeners like a fucking fraud?
No, let's get serious. I'm not going to be able to do my show tomorrow live because I'm going to project for the Austin Film Festival. It's the opening night. They put me on the case because I'm dope and I did it last year and I got the experience. And so maybe I'll put something together. I don't know. Maybe I'll put together a 2-hour set of just 90s orchestral music score.
What are you talking about?
How's it going, Adam Force? Gregorio Franco, Mr. Light Mode, what's going on? Ethan Hennings. You will get the Urban Dictionary settings later, eventually.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, I think I just took over your show.
Are you reading the chat? I'll check my phone. I'll see if anyone said anything with Twitter. Go on, keep doing what you're doing.
All right, if you guys think that we should play 90s orchestral music score for 2 hours on Vox Populi tomorrow, tweet me at the hoo-ha with #1. If you want me to play electro funk jams, it's like you text me #2. All data rates and messaging will apply. And if you want me to play an old episode of Beyond Synth, text me #3 and then whatever the number.
I vote for the Beyond Synth one. See, your head is so big on your side of the frame that I feel like I need to.
Yeah, I know this is kind of funny. But then if I get away, then I need my mic to follow me.
There. I'll try and match your head size.
I am also leaning into my thing.
Whoa, look how gray my hair is.
That's cool. I think it's cool, man.
This just looks insane.
Wait a minute.
Because the lights are too close to my face.
Wait.
I'm a ghost!
Yeah.
Look like a fucking ghost! I'm gonna move back where I belong.
Nope, I do my podcast in a video editor, which is a tip that I learned from Andy Last. Go to beyondsynth.com/Andy Last.
That wasn't a tip. I was just telling you what I do because I'm comfortable there. Use whatever software you're comfortable with. That's the key.
Use a video editor. Audio editors are just terrible for audio. Yeah, no, I think it's because you told me to use that you used a video editor, and then I tried FL Studio, and FL Studio was not having it.
No, FL Studio doesn't like you doing anything that's like longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Fruity Loops. So,
That's
do they
my
officially
story.
not call it Fruity Loops anymore?
No, they haven't called it Fruity Loops since, I think, 4.1?
I like the look of this with your lighting. It makes a nice looking split screen because you've got also like kind of purpley blue in your background.
I also have a spoon.
Yeah, I don't have a spoon. I've got a thing of girl guide cookies, girl bag cookies, and I got a Beyond Synth mug.
Wait a minute, where's mine? I did put mine in the sink. I'm a fucking slob
What the
today.
hell is that? Where's my mug? Here's my crotch. Yes, nice mug. Very good. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we all needed that.
Oh, well, you know what? I do have something that I did need to tell fans about.
Tell them.
It's this really cool Richard Simmons record that I got. It's called Reach. Which is the one I liked? It's probably... No, wait, hold on. It's this one where he's on his knees.
That looks like something out of like a horror movie. Like if that was the image on the back of a horror movie with like the red lights and this dude on his knees like he's summoning Satan, and that's him receiving Satan.
The blowjob of Satan.
Yeah.
And moving along, I also have the Chipmunks music from the TV show. We're the Chipmunks. CHIPMUNK. Couldn't pass that up. Also have price books.
Did they actually
If you want to learn more about that, you can read the article that I'll be writing, I guess. I don't know.
Did they actually do specific renditions for the Chipmunk show, or did they just take the actual songs and speed them up?
No, they made... That's why I had to get this, is because it's an actual written song. I had to. That's one of my favorite songs. It's like a TV theme song, and they made it on their own, and someone produced it and wrote it and put it together, and now I've got it on vinyl. And I don't own a turntable yet.
Oh, I got a turntable for you right here. Here's your turntable.
You should do it like this.
I guess. No, then it gets weird. Listen, I got to wind this thing down. I'm just wondering if I had anybody else who wanted to phone.
Home?
See, no. It's always nice to chat. I think I'll maybe try and call one more person, but I can't remember who was all on the list. Because at the last minute, all these people are just like, oh, I'll do it. And then all of them messaged me to be like, oh, I can't do it anymore. And then other people messaged me. And so I'm just thinking, so are those people can't do it anymore? Or the... Anyway.
Let's see, how does this work?
How does what work?
Hey, Batman. How you doing? All right, never mind. Abandoning this bit.
Yes. So I was like, if this goes the way I think it's going, I'm just going to hang up on you without saying goodbye. But look,
oh, shit.
Say goodbye to everybody, and then I'm going to call somebody.
All right.
So do it as Batman.
I got it. You tell everyone goodbye for me, because I won't say it. And you ask Ashton Kutcher where the Riddler is. I gotta go. Oh!
All right. So listen, I'm gonna call somebody else, and then we'll wind this down. So we're still trying to. This is still an experiment, okay? Like I understand, this is maybe sort of primitive. Sorry, getting a little fucking echo in my head. So we'll work on this. Let's see, Josh. Is Josh home? Let's try Josh. I'm doing it.
Yo!
Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to get some volume here. Can you see me now?
Yeah, man. Josh.
I'm outside.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah. Josh motherfucking Conklin, y'all. It's on.
So what's going on? What's going on at your house?
Dude, we were just watching Adventure Time, me and the kids in my room.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh shit, the phone's ringing.
Well, that's okay. We don't have to chat for too long. I wanted to make sure I got to all the people that fucking messaged me.
Oh, yeah, man. Thanks. Awesome.
So this is Josh, a.k.a. Rings.
AKA Rings.
Yeah.
Donation of the Beast.
Yeah, that's right, man. So what's going on besides Adventure Time? Are the kids gonna like go fucking nuts if you're not in the room?
Ah, they're fine. They're kind of like self-sustaining at this point.
Yeah,
10
good.
10 and 5. No, 11 and 5. Oh, shit. Yeah. No, they're good, man. They don't like eat shit off the floor or anything like that, so they're not choking.
Yeah.
They're just watching Adventure Time, hanging out.
I've never really watched that show. I know people like it.
You need to.
Yeah?
You really should. Yeah, it's good stuff. Sorry, I'm walking around.
That's all right.
There's dogs barking out there.
We're getting a tour of the house.
Yeah. You watch Rick and Morty?
I've seen the first season.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, Adventure Time is it's definitely worth it. Good music.
What time is it in your land?
Shit, man. 7:38.
Wow, everybody I talked to today seems to be on Central Standard Time. That's
Yeah,
CST.
I don't know what that is. I'm in Arkansas.
Ooh,
Strangely enough.
that's cool.
I'm actually from California, but yeah, it's 7:38.
Why'd you move there then? Work? Wife?
Yeah, kind of work and family.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have a landscaping business and then write some music on the side.
Cool. Landscaping. What goes on there? You trimming shrubberies?
Yeah, it's a lot of lawn mowing and trimming shrub.
Hey, is it possible to like uproot an already existing hedge and then plant it someplace else?
Hell yeah. yeah, man.
Hell yeah!
This is it's like a landscape clinic now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you just gotta get that root ball, man. Like get it all. Don't just like cut it off with a chainsaw. You gotta dig that shit out, like
Yeah.
legit style.
Because I want to get like a hedge, and I was at my dad's place and I'm trying to get a hedge going. We've been just planting trees, like just taking like cedars and whatever, like evergreen trees to like hedgeify. But then part of me just wants to just go to someone's house that just already has a full hedge and then just fucking dig it out and take it to my house.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man, you might get in trouble for that shit. I don't know what the Canadian laws are.
No, I'll wear a mask.
Oh, okay, well. Dude, my wife's from Three Rivers, Quebec.
Yeah? So what the hell is she
that's
doing
kinda
in
weird.
fucking Kansas?
It's Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas. I don't even know, man. I can't remember the whole story, but yeah, dude.
When you're capturing the root bowl and you're digging up a tree, are you wrapping that shit in burlap or what? Burlap sack?
Yeah, if you're gonna steal it and truck it around, yeah, man, you gotta maybe water it down a little bit.
Is that the key?
Yeah, especially if it's like freezing cold outside. That shit'll ice up, and then you're done.
Are you your own boss?
Yes, sir.
So do you have like a shed somewhere where you keep the shovels?
Yeah, man. I got a trailer and all kinds of shit.
Do you have different types of shovels?
Yeah, man. Flat, spade. I don't know what they're called.
Just the two then?
Yeah. Well, you got like trenching. You got there's a bunch. I don't know how cool this is to talk about, but yeah.
Yeah. Shovel talk. That's the exciting thing about doing this show, man, is I get to learn things every evening. So I don't know if there's like shovel technique.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, man. You don't want to buy the shitty shovels that they'll break like the first day unless you're not using it right, and if you're going at it like a man, You'll break it. You got to buy like the $30 plus.
What is it? What is a good shovel? Is there like a good shovel brand?
I don't know. I just go by price and the feel. I don't know, Cobalt.
They got it like with nice
man.
thick handles. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, you want that to be hard. hard and thick.
How long have you been doing that? Is that just when you moved to, I was about to say Kansas again. Where is Kansas in relation to Arkansas?
Oh, it's somewhere north. It's not far. Northeast. I don't know. Yeah, I've been doing it for like 15 years.
Kansas.
I'm trying to be done.
What do you want to do instead?
I would like to write music for video games and shit, but that's not working yet.
Like, it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
Dig up their hedge. Send it to me somehow so that I can plant it.
Okay.
I mean, this won't help your like video game aspirations, but
I don't know. I think yeah. Anyway, I'm listening. Yeah.
basically
So,
commit
do
some
that.
theft for me, and I'll make it happen, man. I got connections. I got fucking connections up the fucking yin yang.
I gotta mail that shit somehow.
Yeah. I don't think you're actually allowed to do that. Highway Superstar had me pick up a phone for him. For some reason, it had to be shipped to Canada or something. And then I found out all these weird rules because I wanted to send it to him, and then I couldn't because it had a battery in it. And they're like, you can't send batteries overseas. And then it turns out that I can't send bees.
Beads?
Bees.
Like-
Bzzz.
Oh, I thought you meant like anal beads.
No.
I was like, oh,
No. I
son.
meant anal bees.
No, anal beads.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
those are even better.
Yeah, so that's like that was a specific rule. It said you can't send bees. I'm like, who's sending bees to people? Like just fucking cartons of bees?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that happens. I've looked into beekeeping. You can order them.
Like a fucking bee?
Like a beehive, yeah. You order like 1,000 of them.
Why, you want to cultivate bees?
I thought about it, but then I was like, oh, fuck that. That's like more shit that I don't need to do. It was like a fleeting idea.
I know a guy who cultivated some bees named Angelo. But they died.
shit.
Something the queen died and they couldn't make another queen.
That's a flaw in their system, for sure.
Yeah,
They
man.
got one.
Yeah, it's always
and
weird.
then
Now
they're fucked.
I know people who have even considered bees. Like, I've never thought about that as a thing just to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could get your own honey, I guess, but I don't know much about it. I know that I thought I had a good idea once to do it, and then I was like, oh, no.
Do you like honey?
Not even really that much. Not that much.
I just like getting
No, I mean,
stung
if
by
I-
bees. Do bees do anything else? Anything you can eat?
Yeah, I guess you could eat them, but no, I don't think so. You
Just a
could,
big
eat
bowl
'em
of
with
bees?
chopsticks. Yeah, fry them.
Yeah, man.
Shit, sounds weird. I
Well,
don't know, man.
that's what happens when people talk to me on the phone.
Talking about bees and shovels and fucking phone batteries and shit.
This is what happens to all the people who actually show up as guests on the show. They come in
Yeah.
with shit planned to say. They're just like, oh, and then we're going to talk about my music. And then I'll just latch onto the dumbest thing that they just said to me, and then the whole conversation derails from there.
Yeah, well, that's good. It's a good format. Yeah, I mean, I listen to it, so that's when you're mowing lawns all day, you got to do something like
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
don't lose your mind.
Well, I hope it
But yeah,
doesn't
man.
distract you too much when you're shoveling, because I don't want you to like shovel yourself in the foot.
Fuck that. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do less shoveling nowadays.
Do you have like an apprentice?
I got a business partner.
Does he shovel?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we both do some shoveling.
I'm happy about all this. I'm happy we got a chance to chat.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's awesome, man. Yeah, thanks for calling. I'm sure you got about 50,000 other people to call.
yeah, well, there's at least 50,000 people watching,
Oh, that's cool.
give or take 49,900 or so. But
I was going to beat you to it, but you got me.
so,
Yeah, 49,942.
cool, dude. Well,
Nice.
listen, you have a lovely evening. It was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, man. Good to talk to you in person, or whatever this is, digital
Yeah,
personage.
I don't know what this is, but it's
That's awesome.
a good time.
Yeah, I don't know who uses Skype, but I guess you do.
Well, I have to for this, or else I fucking use Facebook
Yeah.
chat or something. I'd have to set it up. I don't want to. Not today.
Nice. Did my video actually work?
Yeah, I see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know because I just see like a little tiny me in the corner, and it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah, no, I see you.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, thanks for calling. Check out Rings music, y'all.
Yeah, go listen to the music of Rings.
It's super never-ending story-ish.
Rings.bandcamp?
I haven't set up a Bandcamp. I'm just on SoundCloud.
All right, go check out Rings on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
All right, man, you have a good evening.
You too, man. Thanks. Hey, we'll see ya.
I should probably fucking wind this thing down, man. I gotta eat some dinner. Thanks for watching. I know it's just, fucking 10 or whatever, but... We're testing this out. If any of you have any suggestions, because I got to figure it out. Maybe I should come into this with more of a agenda of some kind. But it's really tricky. Like, the thing is, I said, look, we're going to do a live chat on Wednesday, and we're doing it. But it's a lot of fucking stuff to organize for me. And there's so many things going at the same time that as much as I want to have it be more dynamic, I don't know that I can do it all myself. Like, it's really fucking hard. It'd be cool if someone else could do it. But I don't know how that would work. Because I know there's people, Mike does his fucking show, but let's be frank here, it's a shambles. And Mike is a fool. And I don't want to look the fool. See, I want this thing to be running smooth. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if there's anything I can fucking fix and stuff. I think people were saying the sound is quiet. So that's something I can work on. But dude, you have no idea. When I was fucking trying to set up with Mike this afternoon, like, it just kept fucking up. And it was really frustrating me because it didn't make sense. And, it's really hard to navigate those issues with somebody, especially over the internet, because Mike can't see my screen, so I'm sitting there explaining, and it's exactly what happens when my dad messages me and tries to get me to help him with his computer problems. I instantly lose it. Like, it's gotten to the point now where we've developed in our relationship where the second he has a technical problem, I get so furious immediately, and it's really hard. So we had one of those things, except in that scenario with Mike and I was the old man because everything on my end wasn't working, and it was not a lot of fun. But listen, it'd be cool if we could play games live, connect with people and then play a quick match of something. God, that would be way too complicated. How cool would that be, though? There's some sort of GoldenEye emulator where you could connect with somebody and then play GoldenEye with them. We'll work on some stuff, okay? We'll try and make it a little bit fucking more dynamic and stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. And I'm going to say goodbye now. All right? So you guys fucking stay cool. So good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. And you guys are cool, and we'll fucking talk to you later. All right. And tune in next time to Beyond Synth, the best synthwave chat show there is. Just if you want to know how creepy I look when I normally say that. Hey, go fuck yourself.